time is nigh. Open up your eyes to see the signs of the times. Got to be wise to all of their lives. Look to the skies from where my help comes. Wake up, got to wake up from the slumber. Don't let them pull you under. Rise up of the water. Never let them wrestle you into the mud.
Wait, hold up. Yes, family. Greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, Empress Wazira Menin. Yes, family. One perfect balance. Greetings and welcome to Politically Incorrect, where we get it correct. And if we're not correct, feel free to correct us. Yes, man. Thanks for tuning in. I know we're a little behind the clock tonight. Good reasons. Good reasons. I was on the farm earlier doing some work, man, and had an incident, but I love nature, love the ancestors. I was good. It was a close one. It was close. If I tell you I almost got dragged on the tractor with blades, you would not believe me. Yeah, it was funny. Well, it wasn't funny. But this goes to prove, man, that, I give thanks to those energies that keep me sound, keep me safe. But I would tell you, no lie. Yeah. Just the testimony, man. Just the testimony. I literally almost got dragged on the shredder. But I'm here. Rastafari. Give thanks to the power of the Most High. So thanks for tuning in again. This is a wonderful Wednesday. I got calls all yesterday regarding the program we did on Monday with the Israel United in Christ. They came on the program, the brother Michael and Raphael and Isaiah, I think it was the name. They shared some wisdom with us. And it was good. People said they loved it. It was interesting, thought-provoking. They asked me, I got folk, why you didn't go into it more? I remember your Sunday school programs where you would drop the knowledge. Why you didn't get into it more with the brothers? And like I said, I wasn't interested in debating anyone. I'm at my stage, I'm not interested in debating anyone. I'm only interested in what we could do for our people. And if what those brothers are doing helps some, I'm happy with it. I hope they respect that what we're doing also helps some. And we're going to get it together. I don't, like I said, I don't get into the debate, but those brothers they're doing a good work in the communities where they are, where they function. And, like I said, man, use the knowledge to uplift the people. Let the knowledge be a tool to uplift and not like a stick to oppress and beat. And, we could talk about God, this and God that. The first commandment God gave man was to be fruitful, multiply, and replenish the earth. Note the word re. So we've done this before. And we're going to take the word of God out the Bible that serious. So we give thanks to those who shared, and I want to thank you for tuning in and being a part of that. Wonderful. But I can definitely see that maybe we need to get into some more discussions, because a few things that we need to recognize as a people is that we hold on to these books, these versions rather of the book. It's a version, so therefore it means that it's not the full truth. You could tell me that it has the most truth. I might even accept that. But you can't say it's 100% truthful, because it's a version, which means that it is not. It's a version of that which is. By its own definition, implicit in what is said is that it is not 100% accurate. So we won't, like I said, I don't debate people, man. I don't get into that. I passed that eons ago, and I give thanks to that wisdom too, But for those who don't know, King James wrote 2 books at the same time. He did write 2 books, the authorized version, which we know, most people know that book, the Bible, King James Version. But he also wrote a book called Demontology. A lot of people have never heard that before, but go Google it. The book is called Demontology. So, it's a bit one of them things where you got to weigh with a grain of salt. Why would he write 2 books? One praising one God and one praising another God. It's just one of those things. But anyhow, tonight the question is, am I the enemy because I told you the truth? Am I the enemy because I told you the truth. And I got some stuff I want to play, some stuff I want to look at. And we're going to look at Barbados in a different kind of way. I heard earlier that a young man at another school was carted off in the office, wielding a machete. And again, the conversation is the youths. Like I said, the whole nation went into this whole prayer, session about gun violence. And for the last 2 weeks straight, consistently since the reopening of school, you're not hearing about gun violence. You're hearing about incidences where children are taking school knives. Some children are actually getting stabbed at school. And now we have a young man with a sword. We could debate it all we like. There's something fundamentally going wrong. And I like to think that's a bit more nefarious than what appears. I mean, what is it? Problem, reaction, solution. Anyhow, we're going to big up the family tonight really quick. Sexy D in the building. Give thanks. Yo, Sexy D, where you from, Sexy D? Write in the comments and let us know where you're hailing from. If you're now tuning in, let us know where you're from. We know the usuals. Tim, what's up, man? I know you all the way in Canada, where the temperature is 12 degrees. Like, nah, homie, you got to be pulling my leg. That is crazy. Crazy. Man, I don't know what to say to that. That is just, whew. Man, just to think about it. Richard, what's up, family? Greetings, mighty beings. Greetings to you too, my brother. Greetings. NSGDWT. Good night to you too, family. Greetings to you and the family. Let us know where you're coming. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Put a comment below. Let us know. King Alfred in the building. Wake up. You gotta wake up from the slumber. You like that part, right? For sure. Don't let them take you under. Good night, Rastaman. Viewers locked on from Brooklyn, New York in the building. Y'all already know, man. Lisa Giddens, give thanks. Blessings to you too. Yeah, be safe. Listen, Lisa, I kid you not, man. Almost pulled me right onto the machine. It was just, oh man, I don't even know how to explain it, what happened. But that's not unusual for me. I'm very familiar with close calls. So I always give thanks and I always give praise, man, to the Most High, because I know it is not by my might, or by my power, but by those that govern and keep I and I safe. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely give thanks. Hey, bro, from Canada, glad you are good. Yeah, I give thanks, Wendell. Listen, man, like I can't even put it in words, man. Oh man, it was just like, yeah. But like I said, the representation was there. Like, nah, not today. The devil is a liar, man. But it's all good, family. We give thanks for life. We give thanks for love. Greetings to you too, Daffodil. Greetings to you too. Wait a minute, I gotta make sure that I keep things in its perspective here. Yeah, I got the message though. It was telling me to, don't mind what's going on around. Stay focused. Shout out to the ATL, by the way. Big shout out to ATL. Love the conversation we had earlier. To be continued. He said that was cool. Nah, it was cool when it, how it unfolded. It wasn't cool in the moment. It literally, and it happens so fast, like so fast. It's this big machine. We're getting some stuff done. It's a mulching machine. It turns trees that are at least 6, 7, 8 inches thick in terms of their trunk into wood chips. Like that's what it does. It chews everything in its path. And it made an attempt to pull me right into it, man. Like, yo, I give thanks, oh family. Empress, we see you though. We see you. Greetings, Big Pin. Greetings. Shout out to the people in Barbados, the family. Marie, I know, Marie, give me a minute. I'll holler at you for sure. Smiling butterflies up and up. Good night, my politically incorrect family. For sure. Hail King, greetings. Rastafari. Yeah, Brethren, you see, brothers came on a reason and like I said, folks, why you didn't tell them all about the other stuff, and and that's, everyone is in their own journey where they're at. I remember when I used to quote Bible, trying to convince people that this is the way. I remember all them days. In fact, I remember when they was trying to send me to Trinidad to become a preacher. I remember that too. to Andrews University, I think is what it's called, to be when I used to go to church at the Seventh-day Adventist, man. I remember all that. So I'm not there anymore. I've learned, I've studied, I've grown, and I give the brothers time to do just like that. You know, everyone is in their own space, you know what I'm saying? So that's right. Yes, he did. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, duality for sure, for sure. Sean, what up, Sean? Sean say late, just got here. Nah, we good, we good, we good. Good night to the family in the UK. Good night, UK, the building. Shout out to moms and the matriarch. Y'all already know. Rita, good night to you too. Great, great conversation. Give thanks. Oh, New England in the building. New England, not the old England, but New England in the building. Wow. We give thanks, family. Worldwide, politically incorrect family. In fact, wait a minute. If you want to know more about what's going on in Barbados and the different movements that's happening on the ground, the numbers on the screen. Don't forget Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday at 8 p.m. Unless, of course, it's like tonight that we come on at 9. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you don't like, share, or subscribe, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. At least tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you want to call or support the program, the PayPal account is there. Feel free. Or WhatsApp 246-838-8253. That's right. Shout out to Black Lion Security while we at it too. Big shout out to Black Lion Security. It's a must. Aaron, I see you too. Shalom, my brother. Shalom. You're guarded. That's right, Daffodil. I'm telling you, man, if I was to really tell you how this thing happened, y'all would not believe it, man. Literally, oh, man. Like a snake, man. Like a snake. Like a snake, man. It tried to wrap my leg up and drag me. I was like, whoa. But I give thanks to the Most High, like I said, man. Greetings to you too, Jackie. Greetings, Rosemary. Good to see you. Good to see you. Janelle, greetings, family. Love all day, every day. Divine greetings to you too, family. But listen, we're going to roll right into this thing here real quick. I'm saying, am I the enemy because I told you the truth? Well, who could I possibly be talking about? Like, who could I possibly be referencing in that one? You know, in fact, I'm going to play a few clips, and we're going to get into it. But did y'all hear that there was a part of Barbados, one of the ministries that got hacked? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear about that? I mean, who haven't? Of course, you know me. I ain't going to say it's a conspiracy. But we got a few things we're going to talk about. Just a few things we're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to just line these links up. Like I said, we'll line them up right here, and we're going to get into it in a minute. But first, the question is, which one to get into first, man? Which one? Horn drum beats first. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody's saying several areas got hacked. Peace to you too, family. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know where you locked on from. Can't keep a good man down. Listen, I kid you not, man. Like I said, that's not unusual. I've been in situations where I cannot explain how I managed to walk away, but I walk away. And so I walk away without a scratch. And I don't take that for granted. You know, like I said, I give thanks. Gratitude is an absolute must, you know, because I'm seeing it in real time. You know, so whatever they chant, whatever they do is all good, man. Like my faith is, like I told the brother the other night, as Rastafari, Haile Selassie the First of the Almighty, I deal with the power of the Trinity. And that's what keeps I and I. So I can't speak for nobody else. Man. Rosemary said several areas, man. What do y'all take on that? Was that anything to do, Rosemary, with the Trident ID? Did that have anything to do with the Trident ID? Some people think it's a regulatory action. I don't know, from the PM speech when she chastised the Israel leader. Retaliatory, I don't know. Well, I mean, that's an interesting way of looking at it. I told people, right, that they don't like Miss Motley, you know. They don't like her. They tolerate her because she's coming from a place where they think that we all came from chimpanzees anyhow. So they look at us like trained monkeys. So they look at her like, wow, look, come see how we have programmed this one. So they look at her like they look at that lady in the zoo in England, like Sarah Bertram, I think that was her name. And like I said, so, I think she's realizing this. And because of that, we're seeing a difference. But let's bring it home for a minute, man. The license department data from BRA got breached. At least I'm not rich if my data got stolen. Well, some folks might be concerned, man. I think it was planned as well. I mean, so I'm not surprised. Like I said, it might be, I don't know if it's retaliation, but look, I told you all, as long as technology is involved, I am never surprised. Well, wait, Maria. Since you said that, Maria, we're going to jump into this quote right here from you. Let's go ahead and share this screen real quick. I'm gonna let Maria lead out tonight. This is where we're going tonight. So lately, everybody been complaining about the heat, and there's a video going around as well on social media. But we're gonna get into it tonight on a different level, man. We're gonna look at this differently tonight, Maria. Let's look at this different tonight. So I'm gonna give you the link to this screen right here. This is not normal links, family. I want y'all to pay attention to this right here. This is from the Navy.mil press office news story article. All right, and this is from 2023, September 19th. Although in other videos you might not see a date. In fact, there's a PDF file on this same document that you can download. I haven't downloaded the information. Not that I'm concerned, but I just want to share it with you. And I want you to pay attention to this thing. Maria, pay attention to this. I'm gonna put the link right here in the comments real quick. Make sure y'all go and download this thing. Take a look at it when you get a chance. Be informed. Be informed. That's what we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Pam is saying, no way, we watching it play all day is distract us. That's all. Hey, that's all it is, man. Distraction. It was written in Russian, request for payment. Okay. That don't mean it was in Russia. You know what I'm saying there's all those VPMs and all the other stuff, if that's the right way to pronounce it. VPR, I think some of that, I remember. Something like that. Anyhow, Tim said the QEH, the BRA, and election list, what next to be hacked, right? All right, well, I'll tell you what, speaking of hacking and speaking of technology, so the first phase of the MAGPIE weather and climate experiment completed in Barbados. All right. What exactly was this all about? What was this all about? We can go ahead and copy this. Go look for a video, and they will explain to you the climate experiments that they were conducting in Barbados from before 2023 that were completed. And the thing is, the information in here, I mean, a lot of it is science and reports, but we are in uncharted territory. They're trying to do stuff. Remember the El Nino hurricane? Remember the El Nino issue going on the other side of the globe? Well, basically what they're claiming is the same thing, the heat, how to manipulate that heat. But we know what heat does when it's hurricane season. We know what the heat does during hurricane season. I think Beryl might be a direct link to what's happening and what was said. Now, I ain't getting into this too much, and I ain't speculating nothing. I ain't making no assumptions. I'm telling you, go and read this for yourself. Like I said, you can download a document. It's a document to download. I haven't done so as yet. Not that I don't have an issue with it with American Navy files, but I'm just saying, go check it out. I recognize that this thing is involving not just the Navy. This involves NOAA, NOAA, which is the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. NASA, which is Aeronautics and Space Administration. It also has our National Ocean and Atmosphere Administration. So there's some big names involved in this thing right here. And I need y'all to make sure you pay attention and go and check this link out. So make sure you copy this one down, click it, open it on a new tab, save it, bookmark, whatever, and go check this out, man. Like, I mean, first phase. Now, again, the operative word there is first. So this was the first phase. When is the second? Or is it third, fourth, and sixth? All right. Washington, the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory completed its contribution to the moisture and aero gradient physics of inversion evolution program, which is MAGPIE. That's what it's for. It's an acronym. The first phase of an 18-month mission in Barbados. Man, I ain't get that memo. You know what I'm saying? Moisture and aerosol gradient / physics of inversion evolution. So basically how to manipulate air particles. That's basically what that means. But if you manipulate air particles, you're researching to see what happens. What was the outcome? What was the outcome, family? I just think it's food for thought, man. I just think it's food for thought. So all this other stuff going on with hacks and whatnot, like I said, we got to pay attention. We got to pay attention. It is not business as usual. Speaking of business as usual, y'all heard, right, that basically the dock workers are going on strike for the first time in decades, causing concern for holiday supply chain stoppage. Now, these folks in America, come the 1st October, went on strike. Now, I'm gonna say this: the people that supporting these kind of initiatives, we need to be mindful of, if nothing else, one thing in particular. It affects everybody, because everything come through, everything get reroute, everything gets put contained and transport. It affects us, family. So don't think that this what happening overseas. We ain't gotta worry about that. We don't here in Barbados and rare. Nah. We gotta pay attention, family, because this right here is concerning. Don't forget, we import a lot of food, not just, for those paying attention, we could see that there's already issues in the supermarket. You go in supermarkets right now, family, especially the big chain supermarkets. We ain't talking local supermarkets, the smaller chains. Let's look at the big chains. When you see the big chains don't have certain things for days, weeks, recognize what's going on, because the big chains are usually connected with the big distributors. So if the distributors for the big chains can't supply the big chains, nobody down the hill getting anything. You remember like 2 weeks ago, you couldn't find no planters in Barbados other than down by Temple Yard, the Rasta man. Well, probably a few other people too, but for the most part, you can find the plantains. For almost 2 weeks, you can find them. Y'all remember that? That was plantains. A staple crop that is part of the household diet. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, family, pay attention. Pay attention. So I'm gonna post this link here as well. Those who is paying attention to what's happening internationally. We gotta pay attention, family. Starvation on steroids. Maria said the supermarket shelves are already empty. See, somebody paying attention. The dock workers on strike, and also because they don't want robots to take their jobs. But no, see, this is how they're going to justify bringing in robots now to take the job. This is how they're going to justify it, because a robot is not going to strike. So brace yourself, family. It's going to be a transition. We know what's coming. We act like we don't know what's coming. Look at Amazon warehouse and these other places that already deploy AI and robotic activities to do most of the work. Look at it. It's already up and running. We just we playing around, man. Rosemary telling us that the vehicular transfer of ownership letters, companies, incorporation documents, custom documentation, license payment invoices, medical certificates, and lots more. Like, really, Rosemary, don't pull my leg, man. This is madness you now telling me here, man. Absolute madness you now drop there, man. You for real? Nah, we ain't, look, man. For those who paying attention, for those who are, tuning in and clocking in, After this said 18 months is a long time. It's a long time for the first phase. My question is, when the second phase, or has it started already? Wait, hold on. National and foreign passports, national and foreign ID cards, national and foreign driver's license, financial transactions, vehicular regulated. Man, you got to be kidding. Neil Harper said the data stolen by malicious threat actions include the following. Oh, that's what you was outlining, man. Well, you know, I don't even know what to say to that, man. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say to that, man. Rosemary, all I'm gonna say is I hope you're wrong, man. Pam said, trust nothing at this point. So when they basically rob you of assets and then claim it was hacked and stolen, and we are investigating how we can retrieve it, but in the meantime, you're deprived of it, understand that you don't have access to it. So, yeah, pineapple and ginger, tropical delight. This not a commercial. This saying this, you know, it working. Yeah, it working. Ain't too bad. Ain't too bad. No preservative, no artificial flavor, that kind of stuff. According to the labeling, that's all I can tell you. According to. But this is crazy. If people didn't understand the severity of the digital ID, well, now you know. Well, Andrea, I feel compelled, right? Greetings to you too, family. Greetings all. Hail up, King Emmanuel. Stay focused. Yes, Lioness, we see you, love child. We see you. Listen, I got a thing I want to do here, man. I'm gonna do it too. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna do it. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna get to it, man. I'm going to definitely get to it. Let me just click on this real quick. I think it's very important that I do this. So let's go here real quick. Let me switch screens real quick. So I'm going back to my page again. For those who now joining, if you haven't seen it before, this is politically incorrect. This is our page. Let's put it this way. Well, now let's leave it how it was so you can see the whole page. So I'm going back to this page. If you have not seen it, you know, click on the page, go to the live videos. You know, the videos may not be many, but go to the live and scroll down. I'm telling you, there's a whole lot of information we didn't discuss on here on everything from politics to, yes, the vaccine and a bunch of other stuff. But I want to bring your attention to two links really quick. Let me come down here. Let's look for it. Where is that? Where's that? Where's that? Where? Damn. Be so much, right? Be so much links, videos. Almost can't even find it. Well, you come on down. Ah, here we are. So here we are. We have this one. What is digital identity and why should you care? You got to go check this one out. It has a lot of information dealing with security. We have the next one that says, is the digital ID illegal? Yes, that was with Caswell Franklin. He actually dropped a lot of science on this program as well. And we have another one here. This is a good one. What are the 7 deadly sins of the Trident ID? So, like I said, you know, then there's another one here. Why is a digital ID so dangerous? You can't say we ain't talk about it. I gave you 4 links right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go check it out when you get a chance. Go check it out. Can't go wrong at all, family. It's becoming more and more evident that we are not safe in this cyborg space. Speaking of safety and cyborg space, I got another link here I want to share with you real quick. Let me go ahead and copy this. I don't know if I have a short version of this link, but I would like to think that I can get a short version of it. Let me see if I can pull up a short version of this link, because sometimes these links be so long that they don't post as one. So let me go ahead and see if I can pull this up really quick. Is this it? Is this it? Yeah, this is the one from 2 days ago. There's one from 2 days ago, and there's one from 3 days ago. So I'm trying to figure out which one. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. Okay. Okay. Let's try the other one instead. that one then. This isn't bad. We can work with this. Yeah, we work with this one. Yeah, this is from the first. So I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to share this one instead. So I'm going to share this page here really quick. Let me go back here real quick. Yeah, so Neil Harper had a lot to say. Let me put this link right here, family, on this security situation. Let me post that right there. So the link is in the comments as well on YouTube, as well as Facebook. Navigating cybersecurity, insights and tips from Neil Harper. I want y'all to take this thing serious and give this a read. You know what I'm saying? There's other additional links in here as well. And outstanding leaders in cybersecurity. See how other countries are managing, see what's going on globally. I think it's important that we really start taking this thing a bit more serious, because it is that time. And, you know, they keep telling you that, you know, for your safety, but at least educate yourself as to what's happening with this, because all this stuff is connected to the electrical grid. They told electricity, and we're going to talk on Ralph Thorne, Mr. Thorne, I should say, tonight. We're going to discuss this electric bill and what happened in Parliament. We're going to touch on it briefly. We're going to extend on it a bit more, and we're going to look at what actually happened and why I keep telling you, Barbados, do not be distracted and do not fall for it. And this is why I've been saying this for a while. And yes, it has obviously upset some people. Some people have taken this very personal. That's obvious. But ask yourself why. Ask yourself why, because none of them in talking about what we're talking about here on Politically Incorrect, which is the strangest thing. I'm going to show you some more facts tonight. Not opinions, not perspective, but facts, and facts with receipts. So let's get into it, man. But go check this article out as well. So the government always cover up things. The government is a cover up by itself, just for the record. Oh, by the way, shout out to Jane Goddard, for sure. Mama Knox, shout out to the Knox, you know what I'm saying, and the work they're doing. Shout out to the victories you had today. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna get too deep into it now, but definitely gonna discuss that, if not Friday, next week. Because there's a major court case going on right now in Barbados, and they're all trying to keep it quiet. But nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Justice is blind, not deaf nor dumb. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf, neither is she dumb. She's allowed to hear and she's allowed to speak. So we're going to speak, man. We're going to speak. Am I the enemy because I told you the truth? It appears that way. But you know what? So shall it be, man. So let's get right into this other section here real quick. I got a video to play, and this ought to be very interesting.
And please permit me.
Before I get into that, before I get too much into it, let me just say this, family. Let me just say this. You know, hold on. Let me sip on something first. Let me sip on something first. Like I said before, I'm not questioning any man. A man is a man. However, we here at Politically Incorrect, shout out to Fade, by the way, the whole Fade family, Barbados National Congress. Appreciate the work y'all doing on the ground. It's just growing at such a rate is almost unbelievable. It's humbling. I think today was kind of a reflection of that. And so I just want to say thank you. Thanks to all of you. And I think that Mr. Thorne, personally speaking, is I mean, I've said it before on more than one occasion. I think we on this platform have said it as well. And some folks was not happy when we said it. But Mr. Thorne, I don't know you well enough to make a claim. But I personally, in my heart, think like
Somebody advising you wrong.
I think you've been advised wrong, man. Me personally.
They can't be your friends and your allies.
Nope.
when they're advising you wrong.
Something ain't right. And let me show you what I mean by that, man. In fact, should I play this one first or the other one first? In fact, I'll play this one first. In fact, yeah, I'll play this one first. I'll play this one first. Y'all pay attention, family. Pay attention.
And please permit me the opportunity to congratulate those two opposition senators in the other place for comparative analyses and penetrating insights into the bill that is presently before us. Let the record reflect that this opposition here, let the record clearly reflect that this opposition will not, cannot, and does not intend to vote for this legislation.
The issue that is before this House now was misrepresented by the honorable gentleman, because my own investigation with the clerk at the table suggests to me that there was no dissonance, there was no dissent in the other place. And so therefore, the records of the Parliament of Barbados are that when this legislation went to the Senate last Friday, ma'am, there was no vote against it by anybody. It means, therefore, that those who represent the Democratic Labour Party there vary from those who represents the Democratic Labour Party here. Now, on the last occasion that transpired, ma'am.
Wait, hold on a minute. I got to go back there real quick because, you know, Mr. Simmons is making some serious accusations. He's suggesting that nobody from the Democratic Party in the Senate, the two senators, one that replaced Ms. Watson, by the way, nobody objected. I mean, we had this conversation Friday, didn't we? But wait a minute. I didn't even know that it spilled into this week.
By anybody. It means, therefore, that those who represent the Democratic Labour Party there vary from those who represents the Democratic Labour Party here. Now, on the last occasion that transpired, ma'am, it called for the head of the senator to rule. It was intolerable. It was intolerable. And on the floor of a party conference, there was a political execution. Now, ma'am, I do not know what fate befalls those who chose to support this sensible piece of legislation.
But this is a comprehensive piece of legislation, and it is a set to, it is, I cannot put down the legislation because it's basically the same legislation. It is basically the same legislation as 2013. So I can't go against it.
So I can't go against it. This is why they took Miss Watson out, because she was fighting against it. So they replaced her with someone who cannot, by his own words, go against it. Listen, man, Mr. Thorne, again, right? I don't know you like that. We ain't really had a long conversation. You know, you might look your number on the screen, man. You might want to get politically incorrect or call because somebody advising you wrong. Because if you are indeed for the people, the way you're going about it, I don't know, like that's not how you do it. Like look, man. The man see cannot go against it. Cannot go against it. In fact, wait, hold on, man. Let me. Yeah, y'all think I'm playing, man. I think I'm playing. I ain't even playing. I ain't playing. Hold on, man.
I do not know what fate befalls those who chose to support this sensible piece of legislation.
But this is a comprehensive piece of legislation, and it is a set to, it is, I cannot put down the legislation because it's basically the same legislation. It is basically the same legislation as 2013. so I can't go against it.
I can't go against it. As if that wasn't sufficient, you know. So whereas Mr. Ralph Thorne was speaking and you know, trying to make a point in Parliament on this day, couple days, well, yesterday, I think it was Monday. I think it was Monday. Yeah, Monday. You know, in fact, let me just play that clip real quick. I ain't even gonna stick up. Real quick. Let me go ahead and play that one real quick, man. Hang on. Let me switch screens. There you go.
I don't care if it was in 2013 or 1913. All I am is a lawyer
Am I the
and a
MD?
parliamentary representative. And all I try to do is to tell the truth. What do you want me to do?
Honourable member, please.
What does he want me to do, Your Honour?
Please stick to your...
He wants me to tell lies on the people's time
That will not be allowed, sir.
and on the people's business. He wants me to mislead you. He wants me to tell you
No, sir. No,
that
you're
a
not
minister
allowed.
has not been given quasi-judicial power in this legislation. Is that what he wants me to tell you? I am duty bound. I am duty bound, Your Honour. And I will continue to tell the truth on the people's time and in relation to the people's business.
That's right.
And when I spoke earlier of the four-pronged fork that is digging into the chest of the population of this country, one of those prongs was an increase in ministerial power. And this is an example of the increase of ministerial power. That a minister is participant in a transaction. The transaction involving the licensing, a transaction involving the passage of legislation which secures the position of power of a public utility, and when a dispute arises, a minister by this act, by this bill, which will become an act of parliament, he is allowed, or she, to decide that dispute.
You see what I'm saying? Thorne went to tongue. He spoke eloquently, as per usual, about this portion of the bill and the ministerial power that will be received by whoever's in charge at the time to wield a decision based on, well, y'all know based on what? Like, I ain't gonna tell y'all what it based on it. What sort of clout we talking about? But wait, there's more. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know how he gonna come and say all that. And you got these two individuals, and again, I'm not gonna be all insulting, but Sesame Street does come to mind for some reason. I'm not sure why. For him to come on Monday and do all this and they make a mockery of him, like Mr. Thorne, I like to give you a little more credit than that, though. Like, I would love to give you a bit more credit than that you walked right into this firestorm, not knowing that these two guys undermine your integrity. They didn't even give you a solid foundation. They gave you dry sand. And dry sand do appear solid, but only until the water comes. And in this case, the water is the truth.
The honourable member for St. James Central, he also is a lawyer. And he also understands the principle of natural justice, articulated by some as the rule against bias. 1, 2, 3. The Prime Minister was here and she left 4. I'm counting the lawyers and the Attorney General 5.
And you make 6.
No, on that side.
Oh, that side. But you were on that side before. So
I was.
Yeah, but please continue.
I know I'm free.
Please continue.
I know I'm free.
You are free, sir. As you should be as a citizen of Barbados, you are free. So please let us get back to the discussion.
So that I'm saying to a government that contains several good lawyers. And the honourable member for St. James Central is a good lawyer. Unfortunately for the people of Barbados, he's also a good politician.
You hear that, right?
And that is not always a compliment.
You hear that, right? I hope y'all hear that. He's a good lawyer, but he's also a good politician. And that's not always a compliment.
Sir, please. Please get back to your...
But the point is, he knows that he should go back and redraft this legislation and reduce ministerial power. As I have said, this is largely what this legislation is about. Ministerial power and corporate power. And where's the poor consumer honorable member, through you, Your Honor, where's the poor consumer? A clash of powers, corporate and political. And then the minister with political power, assumes quasi-judicial power. I repeat, the principle of natural justice deems him to be a judge in his own cause. In other words, he comes with a bias. High Court or Court of Appeal, hearing this matter properly, may well agree that this legislation threatens a breach of rights in giving to a minister power when he ought not to have that power.
Okay. Now you would think that, what he did was right, and I totally agree with Mr. Thorne. Totally agree. They should never have that kind of power. So what happened? What exactly did happen? Well, let's go to video number 2. Well, in this case, video number 3. And let the record reflect that although he spoke on Monday eloquently about the wrongs that was wrong with this, what did these 2 senators do on the day in question?
I want to thank, as I close, all of the colleagues for their comments. I want to give the commitment that we will continue to engage as we have done so far. This process over the course of 2019, 2020, and all of the stakeholders that I outlined in my initial comments has been exhaustive. And I want to thank them and take the opportunity publicly to thank every single one of the stakeholders who have submitted hundreds of comments. And we will continue, as I mentioned before in my opening, in a regulatory sandbox to welcome their inputs as the technology and therefore the regulatory regime continues to evolve. And with these few words, Mr. President, I beg to move that this bill now be read a second time.
Thank you, Senator Cummins. The question is that this bill, the Electricity Supply Bill 2024, be read a second time. The Lord's honorable senators in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those against, please say no. Thanks, the ayes have it.
Okay, I'm going to stop there again. You guys heard the man read the bill. Ms. Cummins spoke very eloquent as what she does.
I beg to move that this bill now be read a second time.
She moved that the bill be accepted and now go forward to the next phase, next stage, be read a second time.
Thank you, Senator Cummins.
Thank you, Senator Cummins.
The question is that this bill, the Electricity Supply Bill 2020.
This bill, the Electrical Supply Bill,
before we read a second time.
2024, be now read a second time.
The Lord's honorable senators in favor, please say aye. Aye.
You hear them like a concert, like a choir. Aye, clear. I wish I could zoom in right here just to these 2 guys right here in this corner. Like, I can probably do it. I can probably zoom in. I probably could zoom in. I like to zoom into this. Let me see if I could actually zoom. Let me see if I can pull this off. If I could pull this off. I don't even know if I could zoom in on this. I would love to be able to zoom in on this. Let me check my status in the corner. That allows me to do little things. I can't. They ain't letting me zoom. All right. That's all right. Wait.
Those against, please say no.
No, I don't want it loop. So those against, say no. If y'all could see these 2 guys right here sitting, yeah, these 2, wait, no, this way. These 2 right here, right there, just right there. Not a word. Like all the points Mr. Thorne brought forward, like I said, and he made valid points. I'm gonna give Thorne his jacket when he deserve it. Valid points. But what these 2 like? What? Wait, like? Look, man, what one are doing there? Like, really, you move, Mrs. Watson, to put this cat? Miss, I can't go against it. Why would I? Look, man, I stand for a lot of things, right? One thing I cannot stand for, man, is this kind of folly. I mean, the political arena is a joke by itself. I mean, by itself, Westminster style and all. Somebody said that Thorne didn't have on the wig to go with the outfit. I thought that was crazy. With that type of shirt, he probably left his wig somewhere else. The white wigs, but never the wigger party. But nevertheless, all roads leads home. No surprise here. A leopard doesn't lose his spots because he walks to the other side of the jungle. You funny as ever. Y'all cut it out, man. If they can't even get their story straight, how can they be expected to effectively govern us moving forward? Wow. What a puppy show we watching while the house is burning down. Serious, man. Serious. Greetings, family. You have a second moon that popped up out of nowhere, orbiting our planet until Thanksgiving. Okay, well, look here, man. Put the link. Let's go have a look at it, or we do some research on it. If that's the case, I like how that sounds. But I'm gonna tell you this now, man. The moon may not be a moon; it might be a craft. Just saying. So that might not be another moon. It might be just another craft. Just saying. Puppets, man. You feel like we're watching the Sesame Street, right? Muppet Show. Good night to you too, Monica. Greetings. Sound like he replaced a fighting woman warrior with a chicken. I don't get it. I mean, these two guys sat there. Look, hold on. Let me let the vote continue. Wait, hold on a minute, man. Let me let the vote go.
2024, we read a second time. The Lord's honorable senators in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those against, please say no. Thanks, the ayes have it.
Them ain't say a word. They didn't even tap the table. They didn't say cough. Nothing.
So before we go to committee, we have to revert to motions related to matters of the House.
Matters of the House. They moving right along. I got a friend of mine would say, moving along smartly. Well, I'm telling you, they moved along smartly. They had nothing to say. No testicular fortitude. Yo, you know what, Janelle? I ain't going front. I don't even think it that serious. I think they literally got the phone call. Don't go in there and say nothing. Here, right, Tawuna? Try and sit on there when I read. Look, I gonna give you a script to read. You gonna read this because you know you ain't did no research. You ain't had a clue what's going on. You really ain't got a clue. You just gonna read this and you gonna sit there. They're gonna ask for a vote and you ain't got nothing to say. You hear me? All right. So that's how that went down, man. Straight up. We know that the world is a stage, but stop the theatrics and get on with it. Tell us why your senators supported the bill. I don't think he can speak on that at all. In fact, I got another video to play too, man. They all seem to be easily bought over this light bill. $4 billion a year. You know, it's easy to bribe a starving man. And the way they look at it, that they're starving, man. They're starving for power. They're starving for clout. They're starving for a lot of things. So I study literature at school. Mr. Thorne speech reminds me of one of Shakespeare's. Yo, I don't know if that is the case, but I don't know. Stakeholders shaking my damn head. So Alfred, that is how democracy works. You vote with money. The Trojan, no integrity. Theatrics at its best. Who is the puppet master? That is the question we all should be thinking about. All them man sitting at the table being neutered. That is a deep one. Don't say that, Tim. That is terrible of you. Terrible. Not all of them. I can't answer all of them. Maybe a few of them, but I can't answer all. I can't say all. But I got another video I want to play, man. And I'm just going to jump right into it. Like I said, I'm not. In fact, let me go back to this one.
I ask again, what is the role of the Fair Trading Commission in this country? That every time this government comes to this parliament, they did it last year with the Utilities Regulation Bill, which became the amendment. And now they're doing it again in this legislation. They're doing it again in this legislation. They're marginalizing the Fair Trading Commission and increasing ministerial power. This is what this government seems to be about. And were I not here, the people of Barbados would not hear this. So my friend, don't get vexed with me. Don't get vexed with me. You and I are lawyers. And we will meet in the corridor. And we will discuss it truthfully. You know, ma'am.
Sir, are you referring to what is being said, that you will discuss it truthfully?
No, you will discuss it. We will discuss it truthfully. Because the honorable member must know, as a good lawyer, that what I'm saying has merit. He knows that. And that's why I invite him to meet me in the corridor outside or behind me there. Behind there is where politicians go and talk the truth.
I want you to know that Ralph is inclusive in that statement as a politician. You know, again, am I the enemy because I tell you the truth? This is no place for these theatrics, because in reality, right, we're talking the future right here, the nation, and this is why we got to reach a point where we can honestly say to ourselves, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And that's just how I feel about it.
And he knows. He knows, man. So don't make a boast about Section 13 when Section 21, subsection 6 brings this government into difficulty with the law.
Again, family, you know what I mean? It just one of them things. Just one of them things, man. So I think it's important that we recognize what's happening and why it's happening, and really start to, you know, people saying me and this, me and that. Look, me holding the wheel right now, full stop. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And that's just the reality. The prime servant is the prime servant. And the decisions she make, like it or not, affects all of us. All right, we don't like them, get rid of her. We're going to put somebody else in place, then they're going to make decisions. You don't like them, get rid of them. What we fail to do is step up to the plate of governing ourselves. Recognize that we got to do for self, though. You see the food getting scarce, the people ain't looking to work anymore because of, you know, shipments going to get disrupted by that. Farming right now is a whole different conversation. These folks practicing the heat out there in the Atlantic got the crops drying up like crazy. No matter how much is getting water, the heat still drying them. It's a different kind of dry. They look like I don't even know, man. It's just a different kind of dry. Like they're being, you know, I don't even know how to describe it, man. But we got to pay attention, family. We got to pay attention, man. It seems like he was placed there as a distraction to be for the people when behind the curtains he is against. Well, I mean, we did a whole program on that too. Go take a look at it. We only answering questions. I believe it's all optics, and they are all in this together because they're not making sense. Well, you would got to think so, right, Andrea? Because think about it. I come on the program, I say stuff about Thorne and Miss Motley or whatever, you know, and they might feel away and they ain't coming on the platform. They go to Parliament and cuss each other back and forth all day long and laugh and smile still. So you gotta wonder, well, wait a minute. We look good and cuss one another all day long, insult each other all day long, make fun of each other all day long. But let somebody in the public and they get along. And they still get along. But let somebody in the public do that. Am I the enemy because I told you the truth? Just asking for a friend. King Alfred, some leaders tend to be intimidated by strong females refusing to acknowledge what they bring to the table. Okay, I must have missed a post earlier that she's referring to Alfred about. I hear that word being thrown around a lot lately, strong females, you know, and I like to think that strong females, you know, still function in their femininity and not act like, you know, somebody who, you know, representing one of them, you know, fly groups. And their masculinity, you know, it's a thin line. He said, I think he means he's a good liar. Why? That's probably why it's not a compliment. Fraudianship. Politicians leave the honorable chamber to speak the truth. Facts, man. They will discuss it at Grandmummy this weekend because they're all cousins and classmates. Facts, man, facts. That means the old guards only pretending. Old pirates, yes, stay rabbi until we become uncomfortable with our uncomfortableness. Things won't change. But that's where we at right now, though. So definitely shout out to Fade family and the Barbados National Congress, the people that making it happen. Y'all already know who y'all are. Pam said, Easy D, real good and plain, Pinocchio. They're real good at that for sure. Now the Burness bar is closed, which rum shop is now used for out of office deals. She said, it is delusional to choose to live in the people's system and want to tell them how to run it. What will it take to realize that it is time to get out of her me in Babylon? Hey, Pam Stewart, tell me about it. Yeah. Men can identify as women. Is this crazy in this crazy world? Greetings, Pedro. Greetings to you too, family. Well, that's where we at in terms of what's happening on that level. And we know why it's happening. The sister said it's crazy to want to tell the system how to function within itself. The problem is a lot of people are not aware that they're born into a system of servitude. You accept because you were told from early about, this democracy, independence, and our republic. A republic is a little different because democracy is the worst form of government. You know what I'm saying? There's other forms that is far worse, but it ain't good. But we bought into it because according to the system, we didn't know. That's why a lot of them are lawyers. It's kind of funny because it's like you got to be a lawyer to understand the legalese that they're talking. But in reality, no, we don't. Get into the government, community governance, self-governing, and you go on clear. They only make you feel like the BLP and the LP have the monopoly because those are the two parties that most people are just familiar with, but they don't have it all. They don't. So thorn is what you call a control opposition, but time is a revealer of all things. Well, guess what? I don't even think Thorn is an opposition. He was voted in as the BLP. He decided to cross the floor for whatever reason he chose, but that doesn't automatically make you the opposition. There were certain platforms that were pushing that language before the word opposition, and he just literally walked right into a whole movement, took over it, and ran with it, and is now running with it, and folks are running with him. So it was a political strategy on the part of those two behind the scene. If I was behind the scene watching, I would have told him the same thing because politicians are like players on a basketball team. The owners of the team own the team itself. So when they tell you to take the shot or take the shot and score, you got to do that. They're paying you big money to do what you were told. So you don't do what you want, you do as you were told. So Thorn, yep, you're up. You was on the back bench for a while, time to put you to work now. You're going to cross the floor, you're going to make some noise, you can talk to me and whatnot, you can make it look good. You're going to be convincing, all right? They got it covered. They can handle the people. They know them in bright as me. They can handle them. The only one they can't handle is the fella there from politically incorrect. Can't handle you at all, man. Straight up. I know for some reason he seemed to got some sort of force. The force. Yeah, well. It's a correct Rastaman. Be watching the Descendants of Pinocchio. Y'all gotta stop it. Y'all gotta stop it, man. Stop it. Don't be doing that, man. If they're all hell-bent on one world order, they are just puppets in their game. Listen, they don't even know what they've hell-bent on. They just hell-bent. Full stop. That's what they roll. Look, I tell people all the time, like I told the brothers on Monday, we could talk this religious thing all we like. We could pick up the Bible. We could pick up whichever book we choose to. The reality that divine order run things. You want to call it whatever you want to call it, run with it how you want to run with it. You can't tell divine order how to move the pieces. So you tune into yourself, tune into your higher self, and you move according to how you were guided. Move according to how you were inspired to move. And allow your steps that are ordained, to take you where you ought to be. And had they not been doing all they've been doing, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So, you say, hey, you got to be too. You say, hey, you got to be. And that's, like I said, that's how I look at it. That's why, you know, the folks call me, yo, you should have tell them brothers what time it is. They try to come on your platform, a Rastaman platform, and tell the Rastaman about Rastafari. You know, like, you know, come on, man. Like, look, it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? All good. Rasta don't fight nobody, but everybody want to fight Rasta. Remember His Majesty, man. Wait, now you said so. I got a tune I got to play. The elder gave me a tune to play, so I got to play this tune, right? Let's keep that in mind. Is it right here? Not that one, not that one. But the elder gave me a tune to play. I definitely gonna play it tonight though. Not right now, but I'm definitely play it tonight. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna play it. I was just walking, man, and just run into Elder Rastaman, man. Start reasoning, man. Just get covered in goosebumps and give me a tune like, yo, energy. But I needed to hear that tune too. It was just how it go, man. Just how it go. But I want y'all to pay attention to Mr. Thorne and the Democratic Party, because like I said, although there was what appeared to be a split between the two, one side and Thorne's side, it looked like Thorne may got a split coming too, because if his senator is not agreeing with him and they're not giving him the, you know, the backative he needs, because he walked into Parliament and they all made fun. I mean, they literally made fun. Like, you guys didn't deny this bill. You guys didn't oppose this bill. You guys didn't have nothing to say against this bill. They sat there quietly. Very quietly, you know what I'm saying? Just for the record, let me just play that one more time while I go to this song.
You can't go against it.
Let me pull this from the top, man. They literally set him up. While he was there congratulating them, they didn't pave the way for him at all. At all, man.
And please permit me the opportunity to congratulate those two opposition senators in the other place for comparative analyses and penetrating insights into the bill that is presently before us. Let the record reflect that this opposition here, let the record clearly reflect that this opposition will not, cannot, and does not intend to vote for this legislation.
Now, you see what I'm saying? Like, I actually kind of felt some kind of way for Thorne. Like, I actually felt a way at this point. I said to myself, well, damn, Thorne, I mean, that man left you out to sea. You went there and said all of that, and then get the house, the opposite side, well, your side, you're no, how you would word that? The opposite, the opposite to the opposite that you know opposite, to make fun of the fact that when your man come here, he ain't saying no big man, you talking, you representing man that you send these two men to deal with the problem, to fight this battle, and they came here and joined the enemy. Straight up. I felt for him.
The issue that is before this House now was misrepresented by the honorable gentleman, because my own investigation with the clerk at the table suggests to me that there was no dissonance, there was no dissent in the other place. And so therefore, the records of the Parliament of Barbados are that when this legislation went to the Senate last Friday, ma'am, there was no vote against it by anybody. It means, therefore, that those who represent the Democratic Labour Party there vary from those who represents the Democratic Labour Party here. Now, on the last occasion that transpired, ma'am, it called for the head of the senator to roll. It was intolerable. It was intolerable. And on the floor of a party conference, there was a political execution. Now, ma'am, I do not know what fate befalls those who chose to support this sensible piece of legislation.
But this is a comprehensive piece of legislation, and it is a set to, I I cannot put down the legislation because it's basically the same legislation.
Where's Miss Watson, man? You need her. We don't have like a back. You know, you watch Batman when Gotham has a problem. They go on a roof somewhere. Somebody grabs a lever and pulls it, and you see a bat appears in the sky, and therefore Batman in his bat cave doing his bat business recognize that he's being summoned and da-da-da-da-da shows up to rescue the day. Please, 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 Barbados, can we get a Tricia Watson sign that we could probably go and pull a lever and flash like, I know, a TW or something in the night sky on a moonlit night, apparently with the 2 moons now, that we can at least get her attention to know, look, hey, Tricia, hey, look here, man. Hey, want a little help, though? Like, ain't nothing wrong with getting a little help. But they call it getting a little assistance. Because
it is basically the same legislation as...
I mean, the man got Parliament cracking up. Like, wait, this man for real? Yeah, he for real. Well, I don't even know if he for real.
2013. So I can't.
Folks are rolling. Like, I mean, people get, look, this guy almost jumped out of his seat. Look, this minister here, I don't know who he is. He almost this senator, almost jumped out of his seat. The man almost jumped out of his seat behind this. And if that wasn't all, add insult to injury.
So I can't go against it.
So I can't go against it. Mr. Thorne, get your house in order, man. Straight up, man. And the Oscar goes to, I like that for sure. We gotta get a drum rolling here, man. We got to get a drum rolling here. So I feel no way for Mr. Thorne. It's karma. It's karma. Wait, hang on a second. I want to see it. It's karma for how he treated the members of the DLP. Well, the people have spoken, Mr. Thorne. I don't know if you watch Politically Incorrect or not, but the people have spoken. You know what I'm saying? I've learned in life that majority is not always right. I'm just saying. Take the people for fools, man. Disgraceful, man. Straight up. Having said that, family, give thanks for y'all staying tuned, man, and tuning in. We had some information tonight. We spoke on that cybercrime situation. Rosemary gave us some information. She said Mr. Harper verified it. He contacted Dale Marshall and Marshall Cattle, advising them what needed to be done. As a matter of urgency in Barbados, he advised them accordingly. He also told them, step 1, be transparent and notify all data subjects that their data has been exposed and explain the severity of the breach to them, which seems fair. Provide a data subject with guidance on how to protect themselves from harm such as identity theft, fraud, bank accounts, compromise, pushing, etc. And number 3, explain to the data subjects what the government's plans to do to prevent these types of breaches from happening again. You would think that that should go without saying, but nevertheless, failing to do so, the government would be in violation of several international data protection laws, as well as Barbados Data Protection Act. The law generally requires that data subject. Well, I can tell you this much, family. Me personally speaking, man, you know, Barbados right now, right? Miss Martin and the crew, I ain't know, man. They paying attention to a lot of things, except the things that they need to be paying attention to. All these consultants, I mean, when they can't get it right, something ain't right, man. Somebody lying, man. Somebody lying, man. Somebody lying. Taxpayers paid for the lights and water. Somebody lying, man. There was a notice saying that you had to boil your water for St. Lucie recently. You all saw that as well? Something ain't right, family. And that's why he's saying, man, enough is enough, people. It's time to start self-governing. Let's organize. You know what I'm saying? Let's centralize in order to fully mobilize for the sake of our children and our children's children. That's what's up. Shout out to Barbados National Congress. Can't say it enough. Having said that, by the way, I got one more thing to share. There is Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. There's an event coming up, and it's coming up on the 11th or 12th. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up real quick. So it's in 8 days, 9 hours, and 41 minutes, and counting. It is called Beige Can. It's a cannabis meadow expo, MedCon, sorry, and expo. So it's in 8 days, 9 hours, and 41 minutes. You kind of got to register to get a ticket to go. I think it's free, but you do have to register first. It's Barbados' first cannabis expo, I think. It says MedCon Expo. I don't have all the details on this. Note, it's not a paid advertisement either, but I feel the need to just go ahead. Somebody said, Ras, who people has spoken. Yes, I see my family on here again. Yes, thanks for coming in and tuning in. The people in Parliament have spoken. That's obvious. That's the first set of folks that spoke. And anybody else, any right thinking Barbadian recognizing that something ain't right, don't make no sense. You could shed some light on the situation if you have some light to shed. We really appreciate that as well. So that's what I'm saying. So the expo is on the 11th and the 12th, if I'm not mistaken. To get more information on it, it's October 11th and October the 12th for sure. And to get information, go to that website. I just put right there. It's at the Lloyd Erskine Sandyford Center. It's on the 11th and the 12th. So if you're interested in the cannabis industry in Barbados, the MedCon and Expo 2024, Beige Can, I'm thinking about going to see what's going on, take a peep at what's happening in the industry. If you are involved in the industry, you have an interest in the industry, I like to think that this is an opportunity now you can kind of see what they've been up to. So that's my 2 cents right there. No, I think that registration is for people who are going to be participating in the actual expo. But I think visitors are free. In fact, I'll do it right now on the live. I'll check it to my knowledge. If you're in C or exhibition package, right? That's the exhibition package. But I think for those who are interested in going, I think it is free. Join our expo. If you go all the way down to the bottom where it says join our expo, and you click on that, I think, like I said, it's free. Secure your booth. That's if you're interested in getting a booth on one level. Let's go back here a second. Get your media pass as well. So, but I don't think it is a case where you have to pay. To my understanding, it's free, and therefore you're free to go. That's a subscribe to the newsletter, some of that. But like I said, so the speakers and the agenda, to my understanding, it's a free event, and yeah, that's to my knowledge. But we'll see how it goes. If I get more information between now and then, I'll post it in terms of how to get your pass or where to register. Register now and get right here. It says register now and get your free ticket and secure your spot at the Beige Cam. So your free ticket. So join the expo. Maybe I can look at that again and see if it has secure a booth all the way down. Secure your booth. Yes, we see the booth. Or register. So, like I said, I don't know if this is the case where type exhibition tier 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Well, I'm not sure how you get the free pass, but I will answer the question and I'll get back to you. There's a number right here you can call and an email address, but we'll look into it and we'll see. Secure your booth. Anyhow, family, that's it for me and this particular event. All right. So like I said, it's in 8 days, 9 hours, and 37 minutes at this point and counting. I like that. They're adding more chlorine to the water in high amounts than should be consumed. It's bleaching the clothes. Yeah, right. Pedro say that is a money laundering industry. Okay. It's true. Silence is consent. Jacqueline, not Jackie. Yes, Jacqueline. Sorry. Yes, Jacqueline. Welcome, welcome. We see you. All right. So we out. We out for now. I don't know if Michael is still on here. Let me go ahead and put this one up. I got a tune definitely want to drop here, man. That's what's up. To be continued, man. To be continued. Go watch it from the beginning if you just tuned in, and give us your thoughts on this. Give us your thoughts. Am I the enemy because I've told you the truth? The truth is always an offense, but the good thing is, it's never a lie. Just keep that in mind. For sure, for sure, for sure. Big youth, man.
Hail to the Lord's anointed, great David, great sons. Hail in his times appointed to reign on earth is now. Singing at the eyes is I.
Yes.
Know him as a man from an eye. Singing at the eyes is I.
Positive vibrations, family.
Know him as the one from an eye. Naughty for I. The royal line of David will be cut off, chopped down like a tree, but from the stump will grow a shoot. Yeah, yes, a new branch from the whole root, and the spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him.
Yes.
The spirit of wisdom and understanding, counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge and of fear of the Lord.
That's right.
His delight will be obedience to the Lord God, the Rastafari. He will not judge by appearance, false evidence or history, but will defend the poor and the exploited. He will rule against the wicked who oppress them, for the will be clothed with fairness and with truth. The eyes is I.
Yes, family.
Know him as a man from an eye. Calling Isaiah first prophet of old, the one Isaiah first prophet of old. Just as the book been told, Isaiah first prophet of old. Oh Lord.
But play this tune for you, man. What's the box, man?
First prophet of old.
What is the box, man?
Isaiah first prophet of old.
First prophet of old, man.
Know him as the man from an eye. Singing at the eyes is I, the man from an eye. Eyes is I, me feel Rastafari.
Yes, big you in the building, man. Big you in the building. We got special requests as well. And as always, you know, we don't leave out our own people. We don't leave out our own at all, man. But Empress, I'm gonna tell you this, right? You know, we here just looking at it objectively. I don't see why people even choosing to feel a way about somebody's perspective, as if they don't have a perspective that they hold on to, as if they don't think they're right for their perspective, but yet somebody else have a contrary or opposing perspective, somehow they wrong. It's just mind-boggling, man. Anyhow, family, Haile Selassie first, Empress was there, man. One perfect balance. Y'all already know, man. We out early tonight, man. Had a long one on Monday night with the brothers from the Israel United in Christ. In Christ, in Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't want to say that, but that's basically what it is, man. But nevertheless, it's all good, man. We're gonna get into it. Like I said, everybody at their own place, at their own pace, in their own journey. This thing called life. But don't forget, family. Don't forget, if nothing else, the one that you can't forget. Wait, what? That is crazy. It's a cycle, man.
Oh, na, 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 na. Oh, na, 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 na. The world is a cycle. And everything I have, yes, it could run in a circle. Yeah. The world is a cycle. And everything I have, yes, it could run in a circle. Got to check the step you take and every breath you make. Because Cause the little things you do is coming back at you. Did you dig it might just be a destiny. I might just write about the odds to gain my victory.
There you go, bro. That's for you, Empress, man. That's for you, man. I hear you, Jackie.
Oh, na 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 na. Oh, na 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 na.
What have you done, man?
The world is a cycle. And everything I have, yes, it could run in a circle.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, yeah. The world is a cycle. And everything I have, yes, it could run in a circle. Got to check the step you take and every breath you make.
That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right.
Cause the little things you do is coming back at you. Did you dig it might just be a destiny.
No respect, family.
I might just write about the odds to gain my victory.
You ain't getting the building, man.
Hey, do right, do right, do right, do right, do right.
Just do right, Mr. Bond. Do right, it'll be all right.
Do good, do good, do good, do good, do good.
And do good too, can't go wrong.
Because the world is a cycle.
Cycle, man.
Everything I have, yes, to come out in a
You
circle.
like this one, Maria? You like this one, Maria? You gotta like this one. What's the Armageddon?
The world is a cycle. And everything I have, yes, to come out in a
That's the
circle.
whole Air Guard family, man. Straight up, man. God's speaking all day, every day, man.
So if I see you stumble, I'll catch you before you fall.
Flip for the top family.
They say the world is round and it's spinning like a
Do
ball.
good, do good, do good.
Who advice to see? Let them see.
Whoever is, let them do
We
it.
chop off fire, chop and shoulder.
Don't want somebody advising you wrong. Like,
Think about the youth, think about their future. Don't let them girls of the youth, some get wiser.
good vibes.
Switch it on the sky, that go fall in your eyes. In everything you do, remember to pray. You pray your day, takes the devil away. In everything you do, remember to pray. You need to pray every day, takes the devil away. In everything you do, remember to pray. And pray every day, takes the devil away. World is a cycle.
Kid you not, man.
Everything around me has to come out in a circle.
I'm not living a mission. You can pray all what I like, man.
The world is a cycle.
But touch the
And
anointing.
everything around me has to come out in a circle.
You're not from curse, man. Let's remember that here. Not from boy.
Earth I come, earth I come, earth I forward. As it was in this Irish and so shall it be in this Iowa. Joy is the key, still am I the master. Hey. Whatever you do, that's how you shall prosper. The world is a cycle. Everything around me has to come out in a circle. The world is a cycle.
That's love, man. See all on
Everything around me has to come out in a circle.